back. Goodness me. God. Well. Now, if you are just a watcher and not one of my friends, and you probably won't know the story about where I suddenly disappeared to. And, well, the short of the story is that beginning of the year, suffered badly with my depression, and that came back, but it was the worst that it's ever got in its history in its life. And I just couldn't be asked to do any vlogging or any of that doobery. And so, and I was like, shall I do some? Shall I not? And what on earth should I talk about? Because I know I'd end up talking a whole range of my problems of the depression, and I just didn't want to do anything at all, frankly. And there was quite a few points where I just didn't get out of bed. And because when I originally had depression before this lot, I used to be on citalopram, but the trouble was with those tablets, they really mucked around with my head, something rotten. So to give an example of what they did to me, is that I could be talking to someone, and inside of me, in my head, I was beginning to get horrible thoughts of hurting them, hitting them, and pouring their drinks over them. And so I was like, fuck bitch, I cannot live like this. So I stopped having the tablets, and I was fine. And then came January 2018, and boom, came back with revengeance. And I didn't want to go back on the system because obviously I was getting side effects from them, and I just didn't want to go back down that route. And so eventually we went to the doctors, got new tablets, don't ask me what they're called, and yeah, I'm in a better place now, and I just totally lost train of thought. Got one. Yes. And oh god. I just love my cup. Maleficent. With my peppermint tea. Oh yes. But anyway, I knew what I was thinking of now. Well, during that time of January to whenever I got the tablets, because I'm seeing I'm seeing doctors about losing weight, and during that time of heavily depressed, I put on 5 pounds in weight, and when I went on the tablets, I noticed I stopped eating so much, and when I went to the hospital a couple of weeks ago, I actually lost all that weight I actually had put on due to the depression. So I was happy, ecstatic. Well, my mother couldn't believe it. And so I'll be obviously continue with these new tablets and seeing how things go on from there, and just hope for the best. But one thing that really does get me depressed, and thankfully the parents don't watch any of this, but the trouble of living at home, and I know some people are going, but why don't you go out more often? But well, anyway, I can't believe this. I haven't had sex since March last year. Oh God. Yes, so I haven't had since March. Well, there's a guy that I like. He keeps asking, when are we gonna have this? When are we gonna have sex? I'm like, I can't get the sodding house free. And just, yeah, so that's depressing in its own right. So hopefully that should be sorted one day. Yeah, well, that's a whole different video. Yes, Jesus Christ. God. Oh, Jesus. Well, as you can also see, this is where my model railway is going to be, and still no difference at all. Story of my life. But you never know. I do. Well, I am trying to get at least some of it done this year. Not in the distant future, not in the next century, not even in the next next millennium. Well, anyway. If you can't see, I got Maleficent on it, as she is normally, and she comes with the crow. If you can't see, and then it's got when she's transformed into the dragon at the end of Sleeping Beauty, because Maleficent is my favourite Disney villain. I absolutely bollocking love her. And I even love Angelina Jolie as Maleficent. And because there's a rumour of a Maleficent 2 coming soon. So that would be fun to see, if it does come to fruition. But I've got Maleficent on Disney Blu-ray 3D, because moi has a 3D TV. I had this great idea of not editing this, obviously having the title sequence on. Well, one has to. Well, one must. And already I've been talking for 13 minutes. Yeah, well... yeah, so that's... anything else? Well... just the same old problems with the... service provider called InTraining, who are absolute wankers who should die and not what I call come back. And well, luckily enough, I leave InTraining in June, and because I've been off sick, because they've been stressing me out so much that I've developed stress-related pain in my back and in my thighs, to a point where the pain in my thighs feels like my legs are going to explode at any moment. So, but the calm now. So we'll see how I am after I've left InTraining, because I cannot wait one bit to actually leave permanently. God, I'm yawning now. I wasn't when I was sat in the house, calm as a cucumber. And yeah, boom. So, bye bitch.